Good evening, and welcome to the first in a series of candidates forum for our municipal government and the election that's about to take place on June 8th. I am Dr. Charlie Reese, your moderator for this evening. Tonight, we're excited to have many of the mayoral candidates from Olive Branch, the mayoral candidates from Horn Lake, and not only from the mayoral candidates, have candidates from the different wards from Olive Branch and from Horn Lake. I just want to share with each of you that we are thankful for the relationship that we have built with the NAACP in partnership with the Brown Baptist Political Action Ministry, as well as the North Mississippi Culture Foundation, have all formed a partnership together to bring this forum forward. Again, I mentioned at the top of this that this is the first in a series, and the next forum will take place on June 1st at 6:30. The same virtual platform that you're on tonight is the same virtual platform we'll be on June 1st. We also want to share with you tonight, tonight's forum is also to inform our public about the elections that's taking places in our cities throughout the county. And we hope over the course of these forums that you will learn more about the municipal candidates and what they hope to bring to your individual city and municipality. Joining me tonight is Ms. Peggy Dobbins, the chairwoman of the NAACP Action Committee. Ms. Dobbins, are you on with us tonight? Well, Ms. Dobbins is coming on. I just want to share with you that the NAACP, along with Brown Baptist Political Action and Pastor Orr and the Brown family, along with the North Mississippi Culture Foundation, we're excited about this partnership, and we want to educate the public about the candidates that are running for mayor. The candidates are running for the different wards in each city, and we're excited to share that information with you tonight. And so we're going to go on and get started. And before we get started, I have another special guest with me. I have Ms. Tony is here, and she's going to share some information at the beginning to help us out as far as where we are to go and vote. Coming live now is Ms. Sharonda Tony.
Thank you, Dr. Reese. I am Sharonda Tony, and I'm with the Brown Political Action Ministry here at Brown, here to give you some useful information as we prepare for the June 8th municipal election. To exercise your right to vote, you will need to go to your designated polling location, which is based on the ward in which you reside. Your ward number can be found on your voter registration card. On June 8th, all polling locations will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So now for Olive Branch, Ward 1 will vote at the Olive Branch Fire Station number 2. Ward 2 will be at Summers Hill Fire Station. Ward 3, Nichols Community Center. Ward 4, Olive Branch Fire Station number 1. Ward 5, Olive Branch Fire Station number 3. And Ward 6, Olive Branch Senior Citizen Center. Okay. If you do not know your ward number and do not have your voter registration card, you can either call the city clerk or visit www.obms.us to verify your ward number. On the City of Olive Branch website, you will proceed to the latest news section and click on the City of Olive Branch election sample ballots. Here, you can verify your voting ward and also review the sample ballots for the City of Olive Branch. Now, as most of you know, when you go to the poll locations, you have to have an approved form of ID. This list includes a driver's license, a photo ID used by a branch, department, or entity of the state of Mississippi, a U.S. passport, a government employee ID card, a firearms license, a student photo ID issued by an accredited Mississippi University, college, or community/junior college, a U.S. military ID, a tribal photo ID, and any other photo ID issued by any branch, department, agency, or entity of the U.S. government or any state government. And lastly, a Mississippi voter identification card. Giving it back to you, Dr. Reese.
Thank you, Ms. Tony. That's some very pertinent information, and I hope that you all gathered that. She will be back again to share some more information with you about the election process and the polling places as to where you need to go and vote. Again, I'm your moderator here tonight, Dr. Charlie Reese, and I just want to welcome to the forum tonight our candidates. And I will start off by explaining some procedures for the forum in which the candidates need to be aware of. And all candidates, please be aware that you have an opening statement and a closing statement on this platform. And keep in mind that I will let you know when you are at your 30 seconds before you are to stop talking. Again, you are not to make any personal references about any of the other candidates that may be running in your particular race. And we want to make sure that this is a happy place and a safe place for us all so that we can gather information about all of the candidates. And we want to let you know that if you are a mayoral candidate, you have 5 minutes to tell us who you are and give us your platform. If you are running at large, you have 3 minutes to tell us who you are and give us your platform. And if you're running in a particular ward, you have 2 minutes to tell us who you are and your platform. So starting out, we're going to start with the City of Olive Branch. And I believe that we have with us mayoral candidate Ken Adams.
Good evening, Dr. Reese.
Good evening. Tell us who you are and your platform. And you have 5 minutes to just talk, and I'll let you know when your 30 seconds is coming up. You have to unmute, Ken.
Thank you, Dr. Reese, for moderating, and thank you, Brown Missionary Baptist, for hosting, as well as the DeSoto County NAACP chapter, all the coordinators. I'm Ken Adams. I'm a mayoral candidate for Olive Branch. I was blessed to be raised in Olive Branch. I've lived in the same home for 36 years. I married my high school sweetheart, Angela Atwell Adams, and we chose to raise our family in Olive Branch, and they're choosing to raise our grandchildren in this area as well. The citizens of Olive Branch have been awesome to me. They elected me 7 different times at the ballot box to serve as Justice Court Judge, and it was an honor and privilege to hear criminal and civil matters on behalf of the citizens of Olive Branch. I truly had a passion for the law in the courtroom, but I have a greater passion for the citizens of Olive Branch. So January the 2nd, when I qualified to run for mayor, I stepped down from my position as judge to run for mayor. I also spent 38 years with FedEx. I was a corporate security director. I had an outstanding team of several hundred employees. Numerous are our Brown Missionary Baptist Church members, great professionals. We had 11 members of management on that team and 24/7 operation with a multi-million-dollar budget. I'm fully invested in Olive Branch. My goal is to see Olive Branch become all it can be, not just for today's generation, but for the next generation who chooses to call Olive Branch their hometown. I have strong relationships with city officials, the county officials, and state officials by nature of me having served for 25 years on the bench as Justice Court Judge. I will be an advocate for the city to make it as strong as it can possibly be. After 38 years being blessed with that career at FedEx and being blessed with 25 years as a judge, I have a passion to serve, and that's really why I'm seeking to run. That's why I am running, is because I'm a servant leader and I like to serve the citizens of Olive Branch. I want to make the city safer than it's ever been. As a security director, I obviously know how to create a safe and secure environment for our citizens. I know how to attract businesses and collaborate with them for higher paying living wage jobs that our citizens deserve. I'm an advocate of making sure that our police department is paid fairly. We retain our officers, attract good officers, but also I want to see body cams on our police officers so that we can protect our citizens, the city of Olive Branch, and our law enforcement professionals. I want to give them better training, and I want to support our first responders, whether that be our law enforcement professionals, our firefighters, EMS staff, et cetera. I believe in city beautification. I want to appoint a committee of people that have the same like concern and is passionate about our city and care about how the streets look, our grass is cut, litters picked up, et cetera. I want a monthly roundtable with our pastoral council. I want the ministers to have a seat at the table, so to speak, to help the faith-based community to help drive things their congregation needs and desires. And I want them to be a part of Olive Branch's growth and planning. I want to have a roundtable with them, as well as our business owners, small, mid-sized, and large businesses. I want to advocate that they have a seat at the table and they have a voice in where our city's headed.
Ken, you have 30 seconds.
Thank you so much. I'm certain that I'm the only candidate that has, again, the corporate experience and the government experience. And the city of Olive Branch is 40,000 citizens strong now, and they deserve a leader that has both corporate experience and government experience. And I have those skill sets to best serve the citizens of Olive Branch. And I humbly and respectfully ask for the citizens' vote on June the 8th. Thank you, Dr. Reese.
Thank you, candidate Adams, for being with us tonight.
Yes, sir.
All right, next on my list of candidates is Donald Hall, who is also a mayoral candidate for Olive Branch. Good evening, Mr. Hall.
Thank you, Pastor. Good evening, Pastor
All right.
Reese. Thank you. Oh, go ahead.
Just wanted to give you a heads up again that you have 5 minutes to tell us who you are and to give us your platform. You can start now.
Thank you, Pastor Reese, and thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Pastor Reese, and thank you to Brown Baptist and wonderful organizations that helped put this event together. Again, this event is very important for all candidates to get opportunity to share their platform. So I'm very grateful to be a part and share this platform with other candidates. Good. My name is Donald Hall, and I am running to be the mayor of Olive Branch, Mississippi. I am a public servant, not a politician. I'm running for mayor because Olive Branch has doubled in size in the last 20 years, and I want to make sure that our city continues to grow responsibly. As a city planner, I've helped bring in thousands of jobs to our community. As a small business owner, I've helped create economic development right here. As a banker, I've been fiscally responsible for managing millions and millions of dollars each and every day. As a mayor, I will focus on 4 key areas to help Olive Branch reach its full potential. Number 1, economic growth and development. As mayor, I will be our city's top advocate in selling Olive Branch to large corporations with good paying jobs. And we have a lot to sell Olive Branch. And it starts with you, our citizens. We have the highest educated workforce in DeSoto County and one of the highest in the state. And that shouldn't be a surprise because we have some of the best schools in the state of Mississippi. In addition to that, we're one of the fastest growing cities and one of the safest cities in the state of Mississippi. 2, maintaining city safety. We maintain city safety by making sure that we support our police and fire department. We support them by making sure that they are first paid, competitive salaries, and benefits, because our first responders put their lives on the line each and every day, and we want to pay them for the sacrifices that they're making. In addition to that, we make sure that our police and fire officers are well trained. We do that by making sure that our police officers know when to de-escalate situations, know when to use the appropriate amount of force, and also know how to deal with our citizens who may have mental health issues. In addition to that, we make sure that our police and fire team have the resources they need to be successful each and every day. And we offer a career ladder. So once the police or firefighters start with the city of Olive Branch, they have a path towards retiring. Number 3, infrastructure. Infrastructure is key to our growth and being attractive to citizens of Branch. We have to make sure that we have strong infrastructure in place. We have to make sure that we're preparing our infrastructure not just for today, but also tomorrow to support the future growth of Olive Branch. We also have to make sure that we are eliminating potholes and undesirable road conditions. We do that by making sure that we have a schedule of maintenance to make sure that our citizens know when their streets will be maintained. Number 4, parks and recreations. This past year has been tough for children, also for parents. And so we have to make sure that we are investing in our parks and recreation system so that our youngest citizens have youth programs and activities to do. Also, we can start now training and developing our youngest citizens with skills like accountability, teamwork, responsibility, skills that'll take them through the rest of their lives to be productive young men and women. In addition to that, we have to make sure that we enhance our walking and biking trails so that our city can remain fit and our city can remain active. This is my plan to move us forward, to help us reach our full potential.
You have
And
30
so
seconds, sir.
Yes, sir. My name is Donald Hall. I am a public servant, not a politician, and I'm asking for your vote, Olive Branch. Please vote for me on Tuesday, June 8th, to be the next mayor of Olive Branch, and we will work towards our city reaching its full potential. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hall, for being here tonight. Thank you to both of the mayoral candidates from Olive Branch, Mr. Ken Adams and Mr. Donald Hall, for sharing their platform with us tonight. I'm excited about what is about to take place in Olive Branch, even though I don't live in Olive Branch, but I'm excited about what I'm hearing. So I would like to start the next round. We'll start with our Alderman at Large from Olive Branch. And I believe we have a video that's been submitted by Mr. George Collins.
Hi, this is George Collins. I'm running for re-election as Alderman at Large in Olive Branch. I would like for you to vote for us in Olive Branch. We have a lot of things going good in the town. For example, in 2017, Money Magazine rated us the 5th best place to live in the United States. In 2020, Money Magazine ranked us as one of the top 50 places in the United States to live. Things are going good in Olive Branch. We have the lowest taxes of all the towns in the city, of the cities in DeSoto County. We're lower taxes in Hernando, One Lake, and South Haven. We're doing good here in Olive Branch. We've expanded the parks. We're looking forward to make it a better place to live than it is now. We'll continue to build on that. Please vote for me, June 8th. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. And there you have it from George Collins, running for Alderman at Large in Olive Branch. Also running for Alderman at Large is Gil Earhart. He is running as Alderman at Large, and I believe he has a video as well.
Good morning. My name is Gil Earhart. I'm the current Alderman for Ward 1 in the city of Olive Branch. I want to thank Brown Missionary Baptist Church for their political forum tonight, and I apologize that I could not make it in person. Over the past 2 to 3 decades, the city of Olive Branch has experienced massive growth. Our past leadership and boards of aldermen have set excellent pathways for us to follow as we become one of the fastest growing cities in America and also the 5th most livable city by Forbes magazine. Our current board of aldermen under the leadership of Mayor Phillips has continued this path of excellence. We have purchased an airport for the city of Olive Branch. We've set aside an additional $3 million in reserves, and we continue to recruit industry and business development for our community. When I'm elected as Alderman for Ward 1, I'm committed to continue this excellent path of growth. I'm committed to go out and continue to recruit good business, while not sacrificing the quality of life that we all enjoy. I want to remind you to go vote on June 8th, and I humbly ask for your vote again. I appreciate your past support, and I'll see you at the polls on June 8th. I'm Gil Earhart, and I approve of this message.
Thank you, Mr. Earhart. Next, we have Michael Chandler, who's running for alderman in Olive Branch.
Unmute myself. Thank you,
Yes.
Dr. Reese, for the invite, and thank you, Brown Baptist, for this excellent forum. Again, my name is Michael Chandler. I'm running for alderman of Ward 1. And just a little bit about myself. I'm an IT professional. I work at FedEx, have been for 26 plus years. And in my growth and experience, there's been a lot of things that brought me to the table of why I am running. And that's what I just wanted to talk about tonight. So I am an IT professional. I've provided solutions and products for people. And I want to do the same thing for Olive Branch. I want to do the same things as an alderman for Ward 1. So with that, I'm geared for political activation. I've been a part of the polling process as a poll worker, and I've done that a couple of times. And also one of the things that's motivated me to run and give to service, public service, is I actually sat on a jury duty for 12 months, and I got to see the many arms and links of what have gone through from our great legal system with police and their response, and the citizens and their response. And I got to see how that compares to some of the other cities of DeSoto County. And I know that Olive Branch. 6 seconds. Thank you very much. There's a lot more you can vote for, and find me on chandlerforalderman.com. I do ask for your vote, and there's a lot more to change in the city of Olive Branch. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chandler, for joining us tonight. Next, we have Ms. Vanessa Caswell. She's running for alderman at large in Olive Branch.
Good evening. I was like, you skipped me earlier. I was like, I'm after George Collins. I am an alderman at large. So let me correct woman.
I apologize.
That is me running for, oh, not you. You got the wrong information. You're not from Olive Branch. But I just want the listeners to know there, George Collins has been there 30 years and I'm the newbie running for office. But my name is Vanessa Caswell. I've been a resident of DeSoto County for 18 years. I am married to Anthony Caswell for over going on 12 years now. We have a blended family of 3. I'm a United States Army veteran. I did a tour in Seoul, Yongsan, Camp Korea for about a year. I'm also been in the supply chain business for over 30 years. I work with an array of people every day, and that's one of the reasons I want to be here to voice concerns that I have. My platform is specifically, other than safety, like our 2 mayoral candidates, I can't disagree with either side. I echo those thoughts. I'm passionate about beautification programs as well, making sure we have trash picked up. We've paid a lot of money to live here. And I do have a passion for destigmatizing mental health issues. That's something I'm really passionate as well. And youth enrichment programs to make sure that they're having programs to do not just sports, but addition like to having a community center or something where they can have learn indoor skills like coding, music, the arts, etc. That's something I'm really passionate about as well.
And you have about 30 more seconds.
Okay. So my goal is to make sure that I'm a voice for all people in Olive Branch, because I have been living here a long time. We have a diverse neighborhood that we live in today. And my professional and veteran experience. My family comes from a family of Navy persons, so I'm really disciplined and I have the confidence to stand up for things and what's right, regardless of party. So that's something I'm really proud of, and I would like everyone's vote on this call Tuesday, June 8th.
Thank you, Ms. Caswell, for being with us tonight. Well, I believe that Ms. Peggy Dobbins has joined us, and we're going to hear from her as the chairlady of the Political Action Committee for the DeSoto County NAACP.
Good evening. My name is Peggy Dobbins, and I am a member of the NAACP, and presently I'm serving as a political action coordinator. The NAACP mission statement is to ensure the political, educational, social, and economic equality of rights for all persons and to eliminate racial hatred and discrimination. We need you. We're looking forward to you joining us on the fourth Saturdays in each month at 2 o'clock p.m. Additional information will be shared later at the bottom of the screen for your convenience. Again, we're so delighted to be a part of this great event tonight, and we look forward to a great evening with all of the candidates. And again, I thank you so much.
Thank you, Peggy, for joining us. Well, we have heard from the alderman at large, and we've heard from the mayoral candidates from Olive Branch, and now and one of the candidates is running in Ward 1. And I'm just going to go down the list here, and I believe the next person that's coming up, and if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but I believe it's Miss Teresa Isom. She's running for alderwoman in Ward 2 in Olive Branch.
Well, good evening, and thank you all for being here with us this evening, and thank Brown Baptist, which is my church, for hosting this, and the NAACP. My name is Teresa Gillespie Isom, and I've been described as a woman of valor, integrity, and strong leadership. I've served on many boards throughout the state of Tennessee, all of the colleges. I have been on their boards: Southwest Community College, Union University, also University of Memphis. And I was director of Tennessee Technology Nursing School and also the chief nursing officer at Methodist Hospital. In my capacity, I had to work with budgets over $3 million, ensuring capital purchases throughout the hospital, being the quality manager and making sure that all of things were safe there within the facility, as well as in the health centers. I'm a mother, I have one child, I have 2 grandchildren, and being a single parent, which was important because I went to school and graduated 5 times being a single parent and making sure that my child also was able to be someone that received his EDS degree. So my platform is making sure that we have things like community centers here within Olive Branch, because it's important for the children to have like coding, community activities. Our income would be increased by having some of the community centers, as well as having shopping centers in our area, because we've done annexation. Then we want to keep our tax dollars here within the Olive Branch community. And I want everyone to remember me on June 8th. My name is Teresa Gillespie Isom, and I'm running for alderwoman in Ward 2, and I want your vote. Let me be the voice to fill in the gap for you.
Thank you, Ms. Isom, for joining us tonight. I want to remind all of the candidates and all that are viewing us tonight that you can view this over YouTube as well as over Facebook, and again on Brown's website as well. Again, that's on Brown's YouTube channel, on their Facebook page, and as well as their website. All the candidates that have already come forward, all the mayoral candidates and all of the large candidates, you can go now and view all of this on YouTube at your leisure. And you can also view it on Facebook at your leisure. And you can view it from Brown's website. And we are thankful for Brown Baptist Church and the Political Action Committee for helping to sponsor this tonight, along with the North Mississippi Culture Foundation and that great organization which I am a member of, and I hope that you will become a member of, the NAACP for DeSoto County, Mississippi. We are thankful for this partnership together. Let us continue. I have another candidate that's coming up, and I believe her name is Miss Pam Hamilton is coming up.
Hello, my name is Pat Hamilton, and I am running for re-election for Alderman, Ward 2 in Olive Branch. For the past 12 years, it has been my privilege to serve these constituents. 50 years ago, when my husband asked me to marry him, he told me, if you marry me, you'll die here. And for the past 50 years, I've been able to teach school in Olive Branch, run Hamilton Pharmacy along with my husband, raise our children, and I can't think of a better place to spend my past 50 years. I would like to offer that same opportunity to other constituents in Olive Branch. On June the 8th, I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hamilton. Next up is Ward 3, I believe, and it is Jarvis Cook is coming to tell us who he is and to give us his platform. Jarvis, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Dr. Reese. Greetings to each and every one of you and to those that are facilitating this program on tonight. My name is Jarvis A. Cook, and I am a candidate for Olive Branch Alderman, Ward 3. I've had the privilege to be nurtured and reared in this beautiful city. I am a graduate of the University of Mississippi, and I'm currently pursuing a master's program in human resource. My education and background experience has afforded me the opportunity to build relationships with people and develop them and contribute to their lives in meaningful ways. I am running for alderman. Number one, I would like to see, my desire is to see a unified Olive Branch. It is time for the city to have a city board that looks like the city of Olive Branch. And so by doing so, if elected alderman, I will select a team to work along with me, those who are passionate about building and contributing to the city, as well as being involved and being present in the community. Residents will like to see an alderman that is present and one that will hear their concerns and deliver results. And that's what I'm about. From day one, my campaign has always been about people and not politics. And I am excited about having the opportunity to serve the people I love. I am an ordained minister, and I always look for opportunities to contribute to people's lives in whichever capacity that I can. And I am
30 seconds, sir.
Certainly looking forward to serving the people of Olive Branch. I ask for your support on June 8th, that you will give me the opportunity to be your voice and to represent you. On June 8th, vote Cook for Alderman.
Thank you, Jarvis Cook, for Alderman Ward 3. Thank you for joining us. Now we will have and listen to Ms. Joy Henderson, who is running for alderman in Olive Branch.
Hello, my name is Joy Henderson. I'm the alderman of Ward 3 in Olive Branch. I'm running for my 2nd term. I'm excited about Olive Branch, the way we're growing our new businesses. We have so much to offer people. The last few weeks I've been out knocking on doors, and that's what I get. My information is that they're moved here for our great neighborhoods, our schools. We have a great faith community, and I'm just proud to be on the board, and that's why I'm running for another term. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Henderson, for joining us tonight. Now we are moving to Olive Branch, Ward 5, Diane Black. All right. So Ms. Black obviously could not make it tonight. So we're going to move to Jan Aldridge, has submitted a video. Let's see what and hear what she has to say.
I am Jan Aldridge, Alderman of Ward 5 in Olive Branch. I am running for my 2nd term as Alderman. I am very proud to call Olive Branch my home, and very proud that we were able to raise our children and our grandchildren here. Also, I'm very proud of all the growth that has come to Olive Branch, and I want to continue to be a part of the growth because I know Olive Branch has a very bright future. Please vote for Jan Aldridge on June 8th at the Olive Branch Fire Department on Hacks Cross Road.
Thank you, Ms. Aldridge. Well, those are our candidates for Olive Branch, the mayoral candidates, the aldermen at large, as well as the different wards. Those are the persons who submitted and said that they would be a part of our forum tonight, and we are thankful for them. I hope you glean some information that will help you as you go to the poll and vote. Joining me again is Miss Tony. She's going to come back and give you some more information about where to vote in Olive Branch and when to vote in Olive Branch.
All right. So before we get started with our candidates from Horn Lake, I'm going to go ahead and give you some information about that city. Again, the polls are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Election Day. If you are in Ward 1, you will go to the Goodman Road Baptist Church. Ward 2, Fire Station number 2. Ward 3 and 4 will go to City Hall. Ward 5, Fire Station number 1, and Ward 6, Fire Station number 3. Now, again, if you need help identifying your polling location, just go to the city website, which is located at www.hornlake.org. Click on the Government tab up here to the left, then Election Information, where you can then verify your polling location. And I believe you can also look at a sample ballot to see what the candidates are for your ward. Okay. Now, if you are unable to vote in person on June 8th, absentee voting is currently available if you qualify. Absentee voting is available at the Olive Branch and Horn Lake City Hall Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 to 12 p.m. Please note that due to the upcoming Memorial holiday, both city halls will be closed on Monday, May 31st. So the last day to absentee vote is Saturday, June 5th. Okay. So if you need any additional information about voting in DeSoto County, please visit www.desotocountyms.gov or the 2 city websites we talked about. But most of all, don't forget to exercise your right to vote and let your voice be heard on June the 8th.
Thank you, Sharonda. Thank you for that information. It's very informative. And those who are viewing virtually tonight, we hope that you will take advantage of all of those early voting times that she mentioned, as well as don't forget the wards that you are to vote in and all those precincts that you're supposed to vote for in those different cities. Well, we're about to go into this big city of Horn Lake. And starting us off will be our mayoral candidates. And I believe the first on my agenda is Mr. Alan Lavender. He has sent in a video. Let's see and hear what he has to say.
Hello, my name is Alan Lavender. I'm the current mayor of Horn Lake, and I'm asking for your support to be allowed to serve the people of Horn Lake for another 4 years. First, I'd like to thank Pastor Orr and the members and congregation of Brown Missionary Baptist Church for this opportunity to speak to you. This church has been a guiding light in our community for years on the teachings of Christ, of peace, and of goodwill. And again, I want to thank you for the example you set for so many people. I'm sorry I couldn't be there in person, but I had previous commitments for this evening. But I would like to say a few words why I believe I should be allowed to continue to serve the people of Horn Lake. I was on the Board of Supervisors for 8 years, and I've been your mayor for 8 years. That's 16 years of combined experience in executive positions in the county and in the city. And in those years, I have been fortunate to make connections at the county, state, and in some instances, the federal level. Prior to being in politics, I ran Goodman Road Package Store in Horn Lake for 27 years, and then I taught school at South Haven High School for 10 years. I believe this experience also would be of great benefit in this position. Again, I want to thank you for this opportunity. Horn Lake has grown. We've added Amazon, we've added O'Reilly's. We're just finishing up a little over $7 million road project in Horn Lake for the last year. Want to continue to attract more businesses of quality that give good paying jobs to our citizens. Again, I want to thank you. It's humbling to serve as your mayor, and I ask your support for another 4 years.
Thank you, Mayor Lavner, for being here with us tonight, and we thank you for submitting your video. I believe our next candidate for mayor is Reverend Stokes, Reverend Jimmy Stokes.
How you doing today, Dr. Reese?
I'm fine. You have 5 minutes, sir, to tell us about who you are and your platform.
All right. I want to thank the NAACP and also Brown Baptist and Pastor Orr for this opportunity to share our platform. I'm Jimmy Stokes. I'm the pastor of Northeast Side Church of Christ in Bartlett, but I'm also the planning commissioner of Ward 5 here in Horn Lake. So I have 4 years of experience in helping with businesses and also dealing with codes and standards. Also when it comes to the comprehensive plan, and also helping to make changes where changes needed to be made to be fair for all businesses. I'm also a husband of a lovely wife, Akila Stokes, and my daughter, Zaria, who just finished kindergarten today. So we're just excited about that. I'm running for mayor because the scales are tipping. The scales are tipping. Right now, our population growth has grown tremendously, but however, our economy has not grown fast enough, not aggressive enough. I believe my management background, my degree in management and my political science degree will help us, assist us into making moves along with the experience as a commissioner. The scales are tipping and they're tipping fast. Right now, the city cannot afford the city. That's why taxes are going up on the people, and we're not bringing in businesses strong enough to support this city. I want to make this city be able to self-sustain itself. I also want us to be able to continue to get money and not have criticals on all on our past reports, audit reports. I think it's time for us to also make sure people are working for the city who are qualified and they don't just get a pass because they're family members. We need to stop acting like a town of Horn Lake and start being the city of Horn Lake. It's time to get rid of the town mentality and move into a city vision. We need to grow just like our neighboring cities grew in the 90s at 130% population growth. We've grown so much that we now can't afford to even take care of the roads. 7 roads are not good enough to take care of when they're all over the city, potholes all over the city. So it's time out for something different. We need to see representation of all people. Horn Lake is 60% minority, but you wouldn't see that if you walk in City Hall. We need to have transparency, better communication. Average age in Horn Lake is 33, and we just start streaming live so that some can actually get a campaign going somehow. But also, not only that, fiscal accountability. I mentioned that a few minutes ago. We can't keep having the same criticals years after years. You can go on the city website in 2017, the same financial criticals popped up when it comes to MDOT. We need fiscal growth, and we need communication. We need bigger businesses. We need also to introduce improvements for our kids. Our kids need more. We need a rec center. Representative Hester McCray is already working on the rec center. We've been talking about what we want to see, where we want to put it, and what we want to do. We also want to continue to be engaged in the community. We have parks within the communities. We have the city park. We have city park and we have community parks. But if you look at those community parks, most of them don't even have a swing set. They don't have a track to walk on. So it's really just a field. It's time for us to partner with companies to adopt one of those parks and help us to build it until we can get the economy where we want it to go. We need aggressive management. That's what I'm running for. I'm not only aggressive management, we need somebody to inspire. We have knocked over 2,500 doors, Bill Egner and I, since February, and we are inspiring this city. So this city needs someone to lead it that's not hiding, but is out in the open. We need somebody that's in the schools having lunch with the kids. Yes, I will come eat that pizza with you. I know, Dr. Reese, that pizza wasn't too good, but I'll do it for the kids. So we're just looking forward to working with the schools. Make sure you get your fair share of money. But if you don't vote, the supervisors would not respect you. We need to go vote in record numbers to have some leverage. Have leverage for folks to give us money whenever we need it. I need you to vote for Jimmy Stokes. Is it closing time, or do you need me to keep going?
You have 40 seconds, sir.
All right. I need you to vote for Jimmy Stokes on June the 8th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can do absentee voting right now at City Hall. If you're over the age of 65, you're going to be out of town, or you have family members with sickness, or you have a sickness. Follow me on social media. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Jimmy Stokes for Mayor. Follow me. Go do that right now. You can keep up with all my latest videos of how I'm in the community with all people, fighting for all people and giving everybody a vision that they can believe in. You will have a mayor that's ready to lead the city out of bondage. It's time for Moses to step in and move Horn Lake. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reverend Stokes, for your platform. Wow. We've heard from both mayoral candidates from Horn Lake, and now we're going to move to Mr. William Egner, who is running for Alderman at Large.
Thank you very much for having me here tonight. I appreciate Brown Baptist Church, the Political Action Committee, and the NAACP for hosting. My name is William E. Egner. I am running for Alderman at Large in the city of Horn Lake. I am a Christian, faith, married with 4 children. I spent 6 years in the United States Marine Corps and 30 years as an owner-operator with as many as 22 stores and a convenience store business with over 150 employees. I'm a data manager and a problem solver. I have years of experience working with a group in problem solving, and I am here to ask you for your vote tonight. But first, in Horn Lake, we need to resolve the current financial discrepancies, and we need to become more competitive in bringing new business to our city. Like Mr. Stokes said, we knocked on 2,500 doors, and the people tell us the same thing over and over. They want their roads fixed, they want clean water, not brown water, and they want a place for their kids to play that is safe. We need to bring more business to this city so that we can have a revenue stream to support our efforts that does not rest on the back of the homeowner. We cannot run this city on property tax alone. Every department needs expansion and higher pay. The future expansions, such as youth centers and senior centers, are possible only with a solid foundation. Every aspect of government, every department needs to be evaluated and reevaluated as we go forward, not just the police department, every department. As Alderman will provide leadership necessary to afford fair and equal treatment to every person in Horn Lake. Thank you very much for your time. Vote William E. Egner for Alderman at Large in Horn Lake. I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Egner, for being with us tonight. Well, I believe we have another candidate that's running for Alderman at Large, and I believe that's Mr. Danny Klein.
Good afternoon. This is Danny Klein. I'm running for Alderman at Large at Horn Lake City. I want to thank you, Brown Baptist Church, for allowing me to speak before you this evening. I've been married for 47 years to my wife, Rita, and we had 4 children that are all graduates from Horn Lake High School. and we have 14 grandchildren. I have had a career in logistics for 20-something years and a small business for the last 14 years in logistics. I am currently the DeSoto County area manager for the DeSoto County Schools. My area is Walls, Lake Ormond, and Hernando area. I served as a DeSoto County Election Commissioner for District 3 for 17 years. And out of those 17 years, I was the Election Commissioner Chairman for the DeSoto County Election Commission. I also have been on the Planning Commission at Horn Lake City for the last 16 years, and I've been chairman of that commission for the last 7 years. I've been involved in my community through my church and school. At the school at Sacred Heart, I was the school board president for 2 terms. And then I served as Sacred Heart president of Sacred Heart Church, Pastoral Council. I've also served as president of Horn Lake Booster Club and Sacred Heart Booster Club. What I'd like to see happen at Horn Lake City is to grow the city without raising taxes, but grow it by increasing the revenue base, and we do that by bringing in more small businesses and large businesses. Collaborate with the local and state officials for the betterment of Horn Lake. I would like to see that we have clean streets and clean parks. I would also like to see that we grow our first responders and support our local police in any way that we can. You know, as a small business owner, I know the importance of managing, and I would like to see that Horn Lake put in a program for the repair of their streets by categorizing them at certain levels and putting them on a 12-year cycle. And having them repaired, because if you don't benchmark and put them in the budget each year, it just doesn't happen. And these days of the squeaking wheel gets greased is pretty much over. It's too large of a city to be responding that way. We need to do it in a management proper way. And at this time, I'd like to just ask you to get out and vote on June the 8th, and I'd appreciate your consideration for your vote. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Klein, for joining us tonight. Again, I want to encourage those who are listening to us and viewing us virtually that you can view us on YouTube, Facebook, and on the church's website. If you have any questions, you can email Brown Baptist Political Action Committee at politicalaction@brownbaptist.org. If you have any questions about what we are doing and what they are doing, they will be able to answer you. Again, I am excited about this forum tonight. What a fantastic opportunity it is for the citizens of Horn Lake and Olive Branch to have an opportunity to hear directly from the candidates that are running for mayor, running for alderman at large, and now we're moving into the wards. So we're moving into the following persons are running for alderman for different wards. So I'm just going to start with Terrence Moore. Mr. Moore, you have 2 minutes to tell us who you are and explain your platform.
Good evening to Pastor. Good evening to Pastor Reese, the Brown Baptist Church, the NAACP, and all of our viewers. My name is Terrence Moore. I am a Horn Lake resident of 25 years. I have been married to my beautiful wife, Janice, for 31 years, 2 children, and an adorable grandchild, Riley Tillman. I have worked in finance for over 31 years. I've worked for 2 different banks, National Bank of Detroit, Personal Bank of America. I also now manage 19 million in assets, 6 offices across the state of Mississippi, all the way from Jackson, Mississippi to the Tennessee state line. I'm also a veteran. I've spent 24 years into the military, and I've served my nation in peace and during wartime, where I did a tour in Iraq and retired at the field grade officer of lieutenant colonel. I also am an investor in real estate. I have several rental properties that I manage, and they have done very well in investing in that. I am a member and I attend the Church of Christ in Olive Branch, Mississippi. And I tell most residents that I've knocked on their doors, I am not a politician. I am a concerned citizen that's investing into our city and trying to get it on track to where it should be. I also have participated in Big Brother, Big Sister of Memphis, Tennessee, where I've invested in our youth. A little bit about me, my vision and what I see. I see a better Horn Lake. And right now, if I want to go get a steak, I want to go to a movie, if I want to go shopping, I have to do that in Olive Branch or Horn Lake. Horn Lake have over 27,000 residents, and there's no reason why we cannot support our own city with those type of businesses coming to our city where we can spend our revenue here. Also, looking at trying to improve city efficiency, where we can manage the budget better and trying to improve our roads, that needs to be done. Also, I think the biggest thing I bring to the table is communication and bringing people together. I have a vision of Ward 2 where I will have a panel, where I will have a meeting every 4 months. I would invite our residents of each different neighborhood that's in my ward to sit on a panel where we can discuss
30
issues.
seconds, sir.
Yes, sir. I also believe in supporting our youth, our local police officials, as well as a sense of pride in our community. So my name is Torrance Moore. I'm actually to vote June 8th. At the fire station on Highway 51. Please come out and support me and vote me as your next alderman of Ward 2. God bless. Beautiful evening.
Thank you, Mr. Moore, for joining us tonight. I just want to put a plug in right here to all of the candidates that are going to follow Mr. Moore. I want you to make sure that you are in a safe place, meaning in a room where your area is quiet and that your Wi-Fi is working. I don't want you to sound choppy. I want all of the viewers to hear what you have to say. I will encourage you to make sure that you're close to your modem or your Wi-Fi in your home if you're coming from your home. And if you are coming from your phone, I admonish you to get somewhere in the area where you can be quiet and uninterrupted. So the next person that we are going to hear from tonight is David Young. All right, we'll come back to Mr. Young. All right, next on my list is Lisa Hall Hayes.
Thank you, Dr. Reese. I want to thank you and Brown Missionary Baptist Church, as well as the NAACP and the political action. I'm thrilled to be running for alderman for Ward 4 in Horn Lake, Mississippi. I've lived here for 36 years. My husband and I have been together over 40 years. Our children consist of 4-legged children instead of 2-legged children. I'm engrossed in the committee, in the community. I work for a nonprofit community theater in Memphis. I'm used to working with a $1.5 million budget. I know what it is to work for a nonprofit, to have budget cuts, and to be able to watch every penny that comes and goes. I also want to get the police department back up to however many policemen we need, however many we're short. This city needs all the security we can get, just like every other city. I support all of my other candidates as well. I think we're a great team, and I say go Horn Lake, vote June 8th, and I look forward to meeting you.
Thank you, Ms. Hayes, for joining us tonight. Thank you for sharing your platform. Now we're moving to Alderwoman Johnson. She's up next. All right. We'll come back to her as well. I believe this is Ward 6. Charlotte Armstrong, are you with us tonight?
Yes, good evening. I am. Hello, how are you guys doing?
Hi, Charlotte. You have 2 minutes to tell us who you are and to share that platform that you have.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. Reese, for being our moderator, and I appreciate my church, Brown Baptist, for hosting this wonderful event for the DeSoto County candidates to show their face and let people know who they are and what they're all about. Again, my name is Charlotte Armstrong. I'm a longtime resident of Horn Lake, a mother of 2 adult sons, Tim and Trevor, both graduates of DeSoto County schools. I'm also a DeSoto County employee. I work at Horn Lake Intermediate School. I'm looking to transition to Horn Lake Middle School to be the 6th grade counselor. So I'm very excited about that. Most of my life has been spent listening to other people and helping where I can. And I just don't see that changing now. As a candidate, I'm listening to the people of the city speak. As an alderwoman of Horn Lake 6th Ward, my priority will be engaging and joining committees, communities to promote more participation in board meetings while promoting and supporting businesses to continue the momentum that we're on for our city's economic growth. I want to collaborate with the city officials and neighborhood representatives to plan beautification projects and improve Horn Lake's infrastructure, all while working with local police to make Horn Lake the #1 safest city in the state instead of 3rd. Currently, we're the 3rd safest city in Mississippi. We want to go #1. I care about our elderly and our youth, and I want to create and support programs that will enhance the lives of both. Electing me as Alderwoman of Horn Lake 6th Ward is a step in the right direction to provide leadership for every citizen in Horn Lake. Every citizen in Horn Lake deserves leadership. Fire Station number 3 on Highway 301 in Walls is the place to be on June 8th to cast your vote for leadership for all. Alderwoman Armstrong. I like the sound of that. Vote on June 8th. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Armstrong. Wow. Next up is Robbie Dupree.
Hi, I'm Robbie Dupree, candidate for Alderman, Ward 6 in Horn Lake. I have served my community for over 20 years in law enforcement. I would love to continue serving my community now as your Alderman. I have lived in Horn Lake for 25 years and seen both good and bad. We need to come together as a community. I want to be your voice to build a safer city with better roads, clean water, and more businesses. Our city needs strong leadership with the knowledge of how to get things done. This job should be taken seriously, and I want you to know the future of our city is my main concern. I'm asking for your vote on Tuesday, June 8th. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Dupree, for all the candidates from Horn Lake that have shared with us tonight. Coming back again is Ms. Sharona Tony. She's coming back to talk to us again about how, where, and how we can vote. Well, maybe not. So I'm going to continue on. I just want to remind everyone that this is a series of forums that we will be hosting, the NAACP as well as the North Mississippi Cultural Foundation and Brown Baptist Church Political Action Committee, and have partnered together to sponsor these forums, the forum tonight, and again on June 1st. You are invited back to be a part of another forum that will take place for South Haven. And we're excited about what's getting ready to happen in South Haven, Horn Lake, and Olive Branch. Hernando, Walls were invited. We did not get anyone to come and be a part of our program tonight. So most of the people in Hernando have already been elected, and I guess the people over in Walls have already been elected as well. But I wanted to let all of you know that are viewing us virtually that we extended invitations to all of the candidates who were running for an elected position in all of the municipalities. They were all extended an invitation to come on this platform tonight. Again, through this partnership, the whole purpose of this forum that's taking place here is to educate our voters in an effort to help the voters make an informed decision about the upcoming election. And we hope that over the course of these forums that you will learn more about the municipal candidates, and we hope that they will share information that you can make an informed vote when you go to vote. I said that over and over again, voting is important for all of us. If we want anything to change, we have to change. If you want anything to change in DeSoto County, you want anything to change in your municipal district, you want anything to change in your city, you have to go out and vote. We will be voting on June 8th from 7 a.m. in the morning to 7 p.m. in the evening. You have an awesome opportunity to vote absentee ballot at both the Olive Branch and Horn Lake and South Haven, even in Hernando and Walls. You can still vote absentee ballot in those areas as well. And we want you to be informed. That's why we have these candidates before you. I want you to know that I have thoroughly enjoyed being here tonight. I don't know if Miss Tony, are you going to be able to come back and join us again? Okay, she won't be able to come back and join us again. Then I want to close out, and I want to thank again Brown Baptist for all of their hard work, and that media team at Brown Baptist. They are off the chain. They are a great organization. They are working, they have worked to make sure that this platform that we are on tonight, it has been successful. And man, what a success we have had tonight. I want to say a big thanks to Pastor Orr for allowing the NAACP, the North Mississippi Culture Foundation, and the Political Action Committee and Ministry at Brown to come together and inform the public about voting in the different municipalities throughout our county. Again, thank you for allowing me to be your host tonight. Again, I'm Dr. Charlie Reese. I am the communication chair for the DeSoto County NAACP, and we encourage you to become a part of the NAACP, the greatest and one of the oldest African-American organization, but not just African-American. It is open to all races. We don't discriminate. We do not discriminate. It is open to all races. We invite you all to join us at our meetings. And if you need more information, you can locate us at the DeSoto County NAACP.org. And you can find us also at DeSoto, Mississippi NAACP on our Facebook page and on our Instagram page. We look forward to meeting all of you once we come from under this pandemic. But you know what? God has already blessed us and allowed us to have a platform where we can share with one another. Even though we cannot be face to face, we can still share with one another. Again, thank you, Brown and Dr. Orr, for allowing us to be here today. And thank you, our viewing public, for joining us. You can see this again on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Brown's website. That's on Brown's YouTube channel, as well as Brown's Facebook, as well as Brown's website. Thank you to all the committee members for your hard work tonight. Ms. Hamilton, thank you for all that you've done, and all of the team that have worked together to put all of this together. I am done, and don't forget to vote. It's on June 8th from 7 in the morning to 7 in the evening. And join us again on June 1st for our second round of our series in a forum where we meet the candidates for the different cities here in DeSoto County. Thank you, everyone, and have a blessed evening.